Well, we're super excited to have this special group of people with us here tonight. We're excited to have you here. Have you had a chance to see it yet?
Not in this amazingness. That was awesome.
Just enjoying the trailer?
That was really, really cool. I had just recently come from watching this, the Sphere in Las Vegas. It feels so immersive and kind of, surpasses all your field of vision. This really reminds me a lot of that same feeling. It was really cool to see like that, so cool.
Well, we'll get right into the questions for this here. What significance does the performance of the Hollywood Bowl hold for you guys as a band?
Yeah, we had been sort of eyeing that show even while we were on tour in Europe, and we always kind of had one eye on the days. We did 4 shows there, which we never thought in our wildest dreams we'd be able to do that. The last time I had been to Hollywood Bowl was to see Billy Joel there. So, it's probably like it's my favorite venue, I think, in the world. So we had big expectations for ourselves and for what the show could be. And we just thought, how do we make this special? How do we make it unique,
What was that first moment when you walked out on stage? You went there as a fan of music, and now you're on that stage. Describe that feeling.
It's hard. It really is hard to describe. We've played a lot of stages as a band. We've been doing this for 15 years, and so we've played just about everywhere you can play. But that one, has so much history to it. I feel like there's not a bad seat in the entire. I mean, a lot of you guys were there. I heard some of you came to the Hollywood Bowl show, so you're thinking it again, which is awesome. But yeah, it feels like there's not a bad seat in the whole place. It's just a magical experience. So to be on the other side of that, pretty cool.
Something really unique about this particular event, this show, you had a chance to play with the LA Film Orchestra. What was that like?
Yeah, that was amazing. So Enon Zur is the mastermind behind the whole thing. We had worked with him with me and Dan are unabashedly big gaming fans, so he is like kind of the John Williams of gaming music. He did Prince of Persia, he did all the Fallout series. So we grew up kind of listening to his music. So we did a song with him called Starfield, which was the latest Bethesda game, and so we already knew he was amazing. And so he basically were like, how do we make a special with the orchestra? Who are we going to call? Enon Zur. And he seemed super, into the idea, and which was exciting. And then it just kind of happened organically from there.
Would you consider yourself a gamer?
I would consider myself a gamer.
So that's got to be a cool moment, your music in the game?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's a dream.
Well, back to the show. How does this concert film encapsulate the essence of the Loon World Tour?
How does it encapsulate the essence? Great question. I don't know. We've always tried to make each album kind of special in its own thing. I guess, how does it encapsulate? I think a lot of it just stems from Dan and his energy. He's always been who he is. If anyone's wondering, like I went and saw him. I hadn't even met him. I just went to a show like 16 years ago, and he was playing with some other band, and he was playing by himself. I think just an acoustic guitar or something. And I just saw him. I knew he had that sort of je ne sais quoi, that thing, So I kind of just decided to hitch my wagon to that star all those years ago, and he's the driving force of the band, and so I think we all kind of had to live up to what he brings to the stage, and it's no surprise to anyone here, just how much stage presence he has and what a performer he is, and he's always been that way. So it's been really inspiring to watch him throughout the years.
Well, you've got over 10 years in the spotlight with this band. What's the best part about performing live with this band?
The best part about performing live, I get to play guitar for a living. Is the best part. It is the best job in the world. Luckily, a lot of people probably feel that about their jobs, but I actually think I do have the best job in the world. And yeah, meeting new people around the globe has opened up my eyes so much. You know, Mark Twain says that, you know, travel is the cure for ignorance. And I really feel like I'm still ignorant in a lot of ways, but it's made me much less ignorant, at least food-wise. I now know all the different foods in the world, which is something. But yeah, I think the whole kit and caboodle is the best part. I love what I do.
Well, the bowl event was the pinnacle. Were there any other moments from the tour that stood out for you? Or is it just all kind of a global blur?
Yeah. I think South America is always crazy because the crowds there are just so passionate. I remember the first time we played in Brazil, we were just starting. We have some Brazilians here. All right. You know how hard you go. It's a different thing. You guys are a different level. So yeah, we had just been a band. I think our album had just come out. Brazil invited us to go play at some, festival there. We're like, okay, that'll be cool. Just a fresh new band, and to have 95,000 people scream our lyrics for the first time. It was like the first time we looked at each other and we're like, oh, this might, actually be a thing. It was a very surreal moment. So we've had a lot of moments like that throughout the 15 years as a band. It's just another one of those amazing moments that I'm so glad we captured.
Well, you've got a long history with Matt Easton. Can you tell us how he came to be involved and what it was like having him on it? You've collaborated with him for years.
Yes, he did our On Top of the World music video. He did our Believer music video. We branch out to other people from time to time, but Matt's the guy we call when we've royally screwed something up and we need someone to come in and just do it right but quick. And he's always delivered for us. We knew we wanted to do this special show, but it really wasn't until a couple weeks before it actually happened that we were like, no, we really need to film it. We need to document it somehow so other people can see it. I remember growing up, there was a Metallica when they did the collaboration with the San Francisco Philharmonic, just how amazing that was for me to watch when I was a kid, and I just wanted other people to feel that with something we did. So we called him at the last second. We're like, I know this is impossible, but can you please get some people together and film this thing? So, of course, he pulls it out like he always does.
Well, you guys are known for larger-than-life performances. Do you think this ScreenX experience is going to be able to really show the fans what it's like in 270 degrees?
I mean, look, if that for you was any indication, I think we're in for a good time. That was really amazing.
The ScreenX experience is panoramic. It surrounds you, it brings you into the moment, it really makes you feel like you're at the concert. Is that something that you would want people to take away from this?
I don't know what I was expecting, but it was very impressive. It's been tricky with theaters and trying to get new people into the doors, and I think this is the kind of thing where you could. I feel like this is the future, and I would go see a movie just based on this setup. I was really impressed with it. So, kudos.
ScreenX is they're redefining the future and the way you experience not just movies but also concerts. And we're super excited to have you here. Big thank you to Wayne, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And before I let you go, I just want to know, and I'm sure the fans that are here, they want to know, what are you guys looking forward to in the future with touring and your music?
We are writing new music. Dan just had a new demo today, and we're writing as we speak. So it's just the same thing. We should do the same thing. We put out music, tour it, write new music, and it's just been that wheel of creation for 15 years. So as long as people will still come and listen, we'll keep doing it.
Well, you've only seen a tidbit of ScreenX, but would you say that you're a believer?
That's very cute, yes. I'm a huge believer.
Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
Are you ready for this?
Thanks so much.
One more time, thank you, Wayne. Thanks for joining us. Anything you want to say to the fans before we start?
Thank you so much for being here. You guys are our lifeblood, and we appreciate you so much. Hope you enjoyed this. We put a lot into it, and Yeah, thank you so much. Love you guys.
All right, it is time for us to fade down the lights and get ready. So now, put your phones away. Do not film during the concert. Again, you are the first audience to see this before the rest of the world. Are you ready?